Hector Mestre runs a successful music business from his home. He's a dad and legally blind, and he says he was taken advantage of by his mortgage broker because he's blind. He and his wife Veronica say they were turned down to refinance their countrywide home loan, but without their signatures, their home was later refinanced anyway.
One of the first things my husband said to me after we saw this is something that has stayed with me for the longest. He said to me, Veronica, I have never felt ashamed, or I've never felt little of myself because I can't see.
And the terms of that new mystery refi that the Mestres had never seen were terms no one would want.
Our mortgage payments started changing every month when it got to a point that we couldn't make the payment anymore because it was just too much.
When Countrywide went under, the loan was sold to two other banks. The Mestres tried desperately to convince the new banks they were the victims of fraud.
We would tell them that, look, you know, we never signed up to have a interest that would switch around, and you know, no, you guys signed for this. If your name is on it, that means because you signed on it, and you know, it got crazy to the point where they were just ignoring us and making fun of us. So.
Alligators and crocodiles.
Tired of the abuse and faced with foreclosure on the only home their kids have ever known, the Mestres hired attorney Omar Arcia.
This is a very unique case because in this particular case, you had a client that was visually impaired, someone that tried to refi the loan on their home, and it appeared that the signatures on the loan documents were forged.
Attorney Arcia showed me what he says are the Mestres' fraud-ridden loan refi docs.
So you got this signature here for Hector, and then you've got his actual signature right here, which is nothing like that. Okay, they don't resemble anything at all. And then you've got the Florida driver's license here confirming his signature when he doesn't drive. It says Vernoica, and it's misspelled.
And Hector's forged signature wasn't the only problem.
So that was not a smoking gun for me, but that was like a flare gun going off and letting me know that there's something very wrong here. Who misspells their signature? No one does.
Once the judge determined the couple had been the victims of fraud, the Mestres' mortgage of $360,000 was canceled.
The judge was so perturbed by what actually happened and how the bank conducted itself throughout these proceedings, that they not only wiped out the mortgage, they also awarded the Mestres all the attorney's fees that they had incurred.
Hector says he was fighting for his wife and kids and knew he'd done nothing wrong. He also knew that eventually he'd prevail.
The one that kind of understands the most is the older one.
He's
you know,
8.
He's the one that goes telling people, hey, you know, miracle happened to my parents. And